Hello, beloved. Welcome. This will be your message from the divine, okay? This will be your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you so much for joining me. To those keen or interested, I do offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, please, you'll find my email listed in my description box below, okay? Without further ado, let us tap into this energy. Let us tap into this reading. Let us tap into this message, okay? So I just channeled the word reiteration, okay? Reiteration, okay? The word reiteration. So the definition of reiteration is emphasis, okay? Emphasis. So this is the energy here. I'm channeling the energy that something is being rubbed in the face of your enemies or in the face of your haters or in the face of those that were against you or forming weapons towards you. Okay, something is being put directly where they can see it. This being success, abundance, your health, wealth, status quo, reputation, image, caliber, okay? Love life, emotional health, mental health, spiritual health, physical health, okay? Something can be seen, something is being seen, something will be revealed, shown, okay, publicized, something will be exposed, put in the forefront. Okay, this is the energy here, this is the energy here. Let's tap in, beloved. This is beyond your control, is what I'm channeling. It's beyond your existence or bigger than you, bigger than your existence. Okay, it's not something you're doing or something you're in control of. We have the hangman here, okay? So with this hangman energy, yeah, like Medusa. So people won't know what to say, what to do, how to move, how to feel, what to think. Okay, just stillness or speechlessness or having no position to do or say anything by way of projection of words and emotions and thoughts towards your identity, your world, life, and reality. Okay, the hangman energy in this deck of cards is the Medusa energy. And look at that, we have the Eight of Swords. Just people in the energy of having to stay in their lane whether they want to or not. People having to choose to remain where they're at whether they want to or not. But these are people that their dying wish will forever be to make things right with you or to get on good terms with you. Okay? We have the Nine of Cups reversed here, the Ace of Cups reversed to the Three of Swords. So a lot of bad energy that you experienced in your world, life, and reality has reversed, okay, unto those that brought forth that energy. Okay, there's that adverse effect. Okay, something has backfired or there's a return to send a spirit that's active. Okay, so these are people that were in evil eye energy. Okay, the same evil eye energy that has them confined in this Medusa state of being or this Medusa frequency, vibration, or wavelength towards you. These are people that are unsatisfied with their life or discontent with who they are, or people that don't love themselves or love what they're living. Okay, they personify themselves as having some form of happiness or some form of go-getter spirit or some form of ambition, passion, goals, vision. Okay, some form of position of um, being right where they want to be by way of purpose, fate, and destiny. But in actual reality, these are miserable people, unhappy, sad, okay, melancholy, somber, okay. They really don't love themselves, let alone the life they live, okay. These are people that whatever they did towards you, it haunts them every day, whether it was group effort energy or it was based on an individual attack, somebody or a group, and however many times whatever was done, spoken, felt, and thought, it's the energy of being haunted that they're living in. They wish they never, is what I'm seeing here. It's like they living in survival mode, is what I'm seeing, trying to survive off of whatever guilty conscience is eating at them, trying to survive off of whatever emotional heartbreak is eating at them, trying to survive off of whatever mental blockage or breakage they're experiencing, whatever physical illness they're experiencing, or physical bad health issues or problems that they're experiencing. Okay, things you don't see or things you don't know, things that even if you did see or know have nothing to do with you, because it's just the energy of weapons formed, not prospering, return to sender, adverse effect, backfire energy. Okay, full circle. Again, these are people that they wish they never did what they did, because now they're in the energy of not knowing how to get out of whatever it is that they brought forth unto your world, life, and reality. When it comes to you, they have to bow and look down, or when it comes to you, they can't really be who they claim to be in the eyes of other people. When it comes to you, they have to pretend or act or wear a mask. Okay, when it comes to you, there has to be some form of system they live by to cope, coping mechanism, system, okay, to cope. These are people that claim to be something they're not all the time, okay, and it has now caught up to them. You bringing forth the karma or the justice energy here. We have the Nine of Swords reversed. These people are not sleeping, beloved. I'm seeing insomnia. I'm channeling insomnia, paranoia, anxiety, anxiousness, fainting, okay? Loss of appetite here, rage, anger, madness, insanity, crazy, okay, craziness, okay? This is the energy. These are people that claimed some form of position in your life. That is why they being haunted, because they falsified the role or the persona or the personality or the identity or whatever it is they were speaking. Their true emotions and thoughts have only been something that they were internalizing, but they now have to live with the fact that it's their memories. Okay, something is way deep in their brain. Like these people, whoever they are, by way of individuals or group, nonetheless, though, each of them are being haunted. There's some form of black crow energy, or there's some form of dark spirit, black cloud, darkened aura energy, while you're surrounded by a white dove, okay, or a phoenix, okay, being risen or resurrected, reincarnation, okay. You don't need to be concerned or even worried about the enemy. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and understand you're protected, okay. You need to look yourself in the mirror and understand you're safe and sound, okay, because these are people that whatever it is that they sent your way by way of actions, words, emotions, thoughts, by way of whatever it is they were projecting or wanting you to believe, whatever lies, rumors, bad news, this is their energy now that they need to carry like a cross that they can't have any help carrying. Okay, it's heavy and it's more than just a burden. It's a lifetime lesson. Okay, I just accidentally bit my lip. So that's an omen, okay, where there's nothing that can be done. It's like they can say whatever, but they making things worse for themselves, even with their prayers that fall on deaf ears. Okay, they can do whatever, but it's making things worse because their own ancestors are mad. So this energy reveals to me, I'm channeling and I'm seeing that a lot of death surrounds these people. A lot of death surrounds these people here. And it's the level of death that no one, you know, can push to the side because it's beyond human form. Okay, so this is spiritual. They're under spiritual warfare by their own sword. Okay, it's their own doing or their own intentions. Okay, something has come back and circulated full fully. Okay, completion. Okay, this is the energy here. So I do see that each of them have their own upkeeping ritual, which is based on an appearance they have to maintain, glitz and glam, whatever they falsifying, right? So something is failing here. Because with the Five of Cups to the Knight of Wands, it's like repetitive. They have to continuously wear this mask or continuously keep up appearances or continuously maintain their identity. Okay, they have to continuously reiterate or emphasize whatever false narrative or curate or create this story surrounding what the truth really is with regards to you or whatever situation this is, okay? An example, an analogy, a reference point, a case study. Take, for instance, I'm being shown a prophetic vision of this movie. Okay, this movie is symbolic to stalking. So there was this woman who was on a Skype call, was it Zoom or FaceTime or some form of, you know, communication with a family member. And what ended up happening was somebody knocked at her door, right? Her thinking it's probably someone that, they know, they opened, and, someone of a um, evil spirit entered the premises, okay? And whatever person of evil spirit this is violated this person, and to the extent that they had to move. And when they moved to the new location, what followed was the trauma of the experience, right? They could have been surrounded by the safest people that loved them, but the trauma lingered so deep that it altered their genes, their DNA, okay? Where they couldn't produce thoughts of feeling safe or emotions of feeling happy, healthy, sound, okay? So coming back to the generalization of this message, I'm being called to flip the tables on that analogy, reference point, case study, and example, and say whatever was done unto you, it's eating at those that did it. Let's say, for instance, the story of the person that violated that woman or that man, whoever, right? It's not gender based, but in that movie, it didn't show the aftermath of it or the end result or the outcome of what that man, that woman was living after doing what they did. These are things that people internalize or keep hidden or discreet or secret because they can't even process it, right? It's not, they're not present, okay? This is the energy here. So whatever spiritual warfare these people are under, your ancestors are very vicious. These are ruthless, avenging angels. It's not the ancestors of fairy tale land where they just abracadabra karma. No, they have to reiterate it. They have to correct it. They have to themselves put themselves in a position to do something. It's not about you. You don't even need to be aware. Being aware is a gift on its own. Being aware of what the ancestors are doing, the spirit guides, and the universal karma at play in your world, life, and reality, that alone is a gift. And I'm seeing here that some of you have the intuition of knowing, and some of you are not tapped in because you're not supposed to know. But nonetheless, it's happening though, okay? These are avenging angels. They play dirty. Okay, they go into the nitty gritty, itty bitty type details of karma. This is the type of information that doesn't come out even when they do it. They have to keep quiet about it. Okay, so the type of karma that is forever. We have the Knight of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortune until eternity. It even hits the bloodline of those that did it. It even hits the ancestors of those that did it. It even hits the children of whoever did it. Okay, So there's people in life we have to leave alone, and that being everybody. I don't care if they look like they have it or they don't. You don't know who walks with who. And amongst those that walk with the people they walk with, you don't know what avenging angels do. They don't play. It's not about anything outside of what is right according to what they see fit, because they're the ones that have to heal you. They're the ones that have to sit and watch you cry, while someone else that did what they did is lying to themselves about it and not even wanting to face it. And that's where they come in, to project the mirror, the cosmic mirror, the spiritual mirror. You are all they breathe. Like literally, you have the type of enemies where when they eat, they smell you, or when they do something, they think you're around, or when they sense danger, you're the first person on their mind because of the karma. Something backfired here. It came full circle in completion here. This is the energy here. Something is returning to sender here. The adverse effect is active here. Okay? Yeah, something has to go back. It's like a transaction. Let's say, for instance, another analogy, reference point, case study, and example. Let's say someone brought you some form of trauma within your own heart chakra, okay, your own emotional process, okay, your own emotional wavelength, frequency, and vibration, how you feel, what you feel, and what it does to your brain and your own DNA and genes. If someone tempers with that and they have to live what they sent in that adverse effect, that full circle, it could kill them. Avenging angels are angels of death. They don't show themselves because this is life. They're in death. Wherever these enemies are, they're going to pass away. They're going to be unalived. And it's not going to just be physical. These avenging angels want consequence. If they fall mentally sick and end up insane, it's not by their own doing. There's an avenging angel right there who didn't like the mental trauma you experienced. These are enemies that sat and premeditated whatever this is, whatever weapon formed, whatever action taken, whatever thought and emotion. They sat and actually premeditated it. Someone sat and wanted something for you that was not your fate or destiny. And no one can temper with the all creating, all creator, Allah, Ra, Source, the Most High. No one is God here. Whatever happened, it didn't just happen here. So let me use myself as an example, an analogy, reference point, and case study. My upbringing consisted of pure darkness, okay? And in that darkness, there wasn't anything other than death. So in that death energy, it's either they live in consequence or they don't live at all. Coming back to the generalization of this message here, it's either these enemies perish in death or they pay with their life. It's either they meet death in life or they meet death in death itself. There's people you leave alone, nonetheless, what they have or who they are. We all sense it. There's people, when you look at them, there's just something about them that you know not to play with them. And it's not because they have what they have or they do what they do. It's in their own energy. They have a signature. They have an auric field. They have a presence here. And it's not from here. Because when we go, we don't know where we're from. But there's always the source. And the people that temper with the roots, wow, that's a curse on its own. Being a hater is a curse. Seven of Swords. See, if even if it wasn't premeditated, even if it was immediate, momentarily, right then and there, where somebody's like, oh, I'm gonna just whack you in the freaking face because you look like you're alone, or you seem so friendly and kind, or rather, I think I am who I am, so I'm gonna just enter your world, life, and reality with who I think I am, not knowing what brings you here. Avenging angels have powers. They can make someone lose their mind. They can make someone lose their mind. It's not about, you know, oh, I'm so mentally like just tired. No, you'll just start running mad, unhinged, deranged, and it not being in your little human control because you are not God. They've met God. They here on assignment. It's a mission. It's not aesthetic. It's not for social media either. Screw the internet. Who cares? No one's gonna be liking your picture when you're in a coffin. I'm hearing, oh Lord have mercy. I didn't mean to. Oh Lord have mercy. These are people that are gonna try to force themselves onto you. Please, like, can we just have a conversation? My life has never been the same. There's things you don't know. You're not aware, because you're doing you. Six of Wands reversed to the Nine of Pentacles here. You're just living in your habitat, whatever that is. Whether you're from Pluto or Venus, who knows? But avenging angels don't play that. You think you just living? No, there's an avenging angel right by your side. No, I just need to say something to you. I feel like my life is under attack. I don't know what to do about it. We have the judgment reversed. I'm seeing like conversations based on communication that these people are gonna force. Like literally, like, please forgive me. Lord have mercy. Like I'm trying to pray. They literally will want you to pray for them as they swallow their sins. And it's not about which sin is greater than any. It's about why you did what you did. Because we all have to pay for something. There's something someone did that's either they living to regret it or they've made peace with it. And that depends on their karma. If someone can't make peace with something, that's because there's a greater reason to the sin itself and what it has done, not to them only, but those that came before them. Because it's like English, like we speak a common language. But avenging angels have a language of their own, honey. Who said this is the only language that existed in universal terms of what we all understand? That I can get on here and speak and you understand. Who rules what we say, how we say it, or is already written? Some things are already written. Whether you have the human capacity to process that or you don't. But nonetheless, it has nothing to do with you. Because even when you pass on, it continues. I'm hearing a luta le continua. The struggle continues. So at this time, you're being stalked, watched heavily. You're a watched walker. And it's not by your avenging angels. They stalk back. If there's an enemy that's stalking, trust me, they lurk as well. They are there. Some of you have been seeing dreams and visions of your enemies in pain. Some of you have been seeing dreams and visions of your enemies in death. Some of you are not allowed to see it because you are that good that you empathize, not knowing they wanted your head, and even knowing it and still empathizing. There's an active spirit in your enemies, right? And it's the spirit of a guilty conscience. You know, when you have a guilty conscience, just, I gotta say it. No, I did something, I gotta say it. And it's way beyond what you actually did. It's the fact that you thought you could. Because avenging angels, they're the type of angels that play with death. There will be somebody that's so guilty they try to unalive themselves, and the avenging angel's like, not now. Maybe tomorrow you'll try again. And I'll say, oh, not now. Maybe next week you'll try again. And I'll still pull up and say, wait, Marasoka, give me a little bit of more karma. So that when you get to the other side and your ancestors ask you why you tried, you won't know what to say outside of, sorry, God. Now you want to have a conversation with God because you thought you were God. Because you want to tamper with someone's life. I'm just going to step into your world, life, and reality as a mere mortal that's going to die and do what I please because I know why you exist. I know all your roots and Akashic records. No one knows anyone's Akashic records. We don't know. We are just here. You sleep just like the next person, whether you have a Maybach or a Corolla. Knights of Swords here. So there's a lot of paranormal activity happening in the presence of your enemy's place of rest. Things they don't see, things they don't understand. They leave something here, it ends up being somewhere else. And that's just a little bit level 1. Three of Pentacles reversed here. So whatever premeditated idea or ideology that was conceived by those that thought they could, they living in shame, embarrassment, and utter humiliation because they thought they were God. And you know what? I think we all at some point in life thought we knew until we didn't, until we surrendered that we don't know. Maybe we thought we knew because we weren't present enough to be conscious of the fact that the sun will rise and you can't even touch it or do anything about it, whether you're at the top or you're at the bottom, homeless or in a penthouse, condo, mansion, castle. The sun will rise and you just have to obey that. The delicate balance of why we're here or who we are has nothing to do with how much your pockets are heavy and they're ripping. That's how heavy they are. Just no. It's more like, what are you breathing? Why do we swallow? Why do we blink? And then someone says, oh, I'm going to mess with that person's life when they are not even aware what tomorrow will be. They just sleep like everybody. But then avenging angels, they don't sleep. Don't be fooled, you as the one that is walking with them, because they love you. They are death walking. We have the Ten of Cups reversed to the moon here. So the feast has been prepared, and your enemies will watch you eat. Whether it's watching you be happy is what eating is, and whether it's watching you have what you need, whether it's watching you hustle and actually break through, whether it's watching you be loved or love yourself, whether it's watching you heal and ascend in your evolution as you shift and change before their eyes like a wolf, whether it's seeing you resurrect after they tried to do what they did, whatever, you will eat and they'll watch. And every peasant will always lust after the kingdom's food. Because those meals y'all see in the medieval times, they be cooking. There's everything there. The damn olives with the maple syrup and the cheese platter with the wine, and sprinkle a little bit of the crackers there too. It's not about what we have. It's about what we are, who we are without what we have here. I'm not the property I don't own. I want to live well. I'm not the one that thinks I care that they don't like me. You came out of that V alone. I ain't, your opinion ain't nothing here. What you talking about? You have to look yourself in the mirror because you're so conceited in that brain of yours, you think somebody cares that you don't like them. No, honey. My word is law in my world, life, and reality. And if I pray, it manifests, honey. Whether you like me or not, I'm always anointed. I am high honor. I'm the official person. You're just a wannabe with nothing more than an aesthetic life that you choose to care about because no one actually cares about you. And that's to the enemy, beloved. Who's out here like, oh, Bethany doesn't like me. Oh, Susan. Oh, Lucy. Lucy doesn't care about me. I, this was your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time, okay? This was your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those keen or interested, I do offer personal readings, and if you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining me. See you soon, beloved. Goodbye.